Listen guys, we have a super exciting video to get to today. I've got a top 10 list for you guys, and it is the most hyped affordable sneakers or back to school sneakers, whatever you want to call it, but we've got some bangers in here. Tell you what, right now seems like it's pretty much the perfect time to shop around for more affordable options. You have way more to choose from. A lot of sneakers that used to be extremely expensive are now down in that affordable category, which is insane. So yes, if you were looking for affordable sneakers, you have come to the right place at the right time, so let's get into it. The number 10 spot goes to the Nike Dunk Low Panda. Did I really not put this sneaker on the list? This is like the most popular shoe for 2022 and last year. So technically I'm talking about the Pandas, but I'm also talking about the Dunk by You, which you can create your own Panda like I have here. This is a by You version, which I have spoke about plenty of times on the channel. They are incredibly clean, super easy to wear. That is why it's like the number one most popular shoe, because it's just so easy to throw on, and as far as dunks go, you can't get much cleaner than the Pandas. So if you go for the Dunk by You option, these things will run you back about 115 pounds. That's the retail price, and again, these things restock every single day. If you want to go for the regular Pandas, for whatever reason, those things range anywhere from 150 to 180. Alright, so at the number 9 spot, I've got a couple different recommendations, but it is of the same model of sneaker, and it is the New Balance 2002R. Here in my hands, I've got two of my favorite colorways, my favorite versions of the 2002R New Balance model. This is my latest pickup. This is the Gore-Tex version, and I freaking love these things. They've got a very similar vibe to the protection pack in the sense that they have all of this kind of distressing on the upper, and they also have some kind of paint which makes it look worn down. Now, my other favorite colorway is from the protection pack, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know. It's like one of the most popular New Balance sneakers this and last year. This is pretty much all over white. It has all of this kind of raw edge cuts on it. It's an amazing quality sneaker, and I think it just looks insane on foot. Now, honestly, I don't think you can go too wrong with any colorway of the New Balance 2002R model. It is definitely number 9 on my list, and definitely one of the best affordable sneakers you can pick up right now. Number 8, and this is where we start to get to the part of the list where we're like, okay, these should be way more expensive. It is the UNC Jordan One Low. Listen guys, these things a year or two ago would be reselling for a bunch of money, but right now these are pretty damn affordable. You can pick a pair of these things up in your size anywhere between 150 to 170, which I think is a great deal considering how freaking clean this colorway is. I did a little sale lace swap, which is just a personal thing. These do actually come with black laces, so whatever you want to do with that. But in terms of a Jordan 1 Low, I mean, listen, the color blocking is fantastic. The materials are not bad. They're not amazing, but they're not bad. Number 7 on the list is one that's a very easy recommendation for me personally, because I wear this sneaker almost every day. It's the Yeezy 350 V2 Bone. I mean, there's not much to say here. These things are incredibly clean, incredibly nice, and all over crispy white pair of 350s. It doesn't get much cleaner than that. I mean, you're getting a comfortable sneaker, you're getting a good looking sneaker, you're getting a super versatile sneaker. Obviously, the one drawback is that, yeah, you're probably gonna end up scuffing these things quite a bit. If you don't mind cleaning your sneakers a little bit more regularly, this is a great option. These retail at $200, and you can currently find them on the aftermarket anywhere between $220 and $230. I don't think it's too bad for a triple white pair of Yeezy 350s. A couple years ago, again, these things would be reselling for a lot more, but thankfully, whatever's happening in the market right now is making it real good for people who are looking for affordable sneakers. This is going to be probably the most expensive sneaker on today's list, but still, in the grand scheme of things, considering the model, it's pretty affordable. And that is the Jordan 4 Infrared. Jordan 4 is one of the most hyped sneakers right now. Everybody freaking wants a pair, and as soon as a new colorway drops, they sell out like that. Thankfully, this infrared colorway slipped through the cracks a little bit. It's not as expensive as some of the other options, and if you are looking for a pair, these things will run you back, depending on your size, anywhere between $220 and $240. The number 5 spot goes to a sneaker that a lot of people got pissed off at me for not including in my top 10 best of 2022 sneakers list. Either way, it is the Jordan 1 Bleached Coral or Stage Haze. That was the one, as soon as I got these things in hand, telling everyone that this is a sick pair of ones that is definitely a sleeper. And it seems like more and more people are finding that out, because these things are only getting more and more popular. It just seems like people love this colorway. For good reason. I mean, it has a lot of the characteristics of a sneaker that would do extremely well in terms of demand because, I mean, it's super wearable. Just take a look. It's pretty much black and white with some gray accents. Now, these things have also been rising in price. So if this is a sneaker that you wanted, I would probably look to pull the trigger sooner rather than later. I'm not entirely sure how the market's going right now, but these are definitely more expensive than when I last looked when they first dropped. So currently, if you're trying to grab a pair of the Bleach Corals or Stage Haze, these will run you back anywhere between 200 and 230. Number 4 on my list is technically not a sneaker, but we're gonna go with it anyway. It's the Yeezy Slide in the Onyx colorway. I feel like if you're shopping on a budget, having a super wearable and versatile sneaker is a must. And it doesn't get more wearable than just a plain old black pair of slides. You can wear these things with any outfit. So currently, if you're looking for a pair of the Onyx Yeezy Slides, they're gonna run you back anywhere between 80 and 100. It is one of the most popular colorways of the Yeezy Slide because, again, out of the entire lineup of Yeezy Slides, this is probably one of the most wearable colorways that you can get. Right, before we get into our top 3, I do want to give you guys 3 honorable mentions that didn't quite make it but are still incredible options. The first honorable mention is the Jordan 1 Low Mystic Navy. This is another extremely clean and very versatile pair of Jordan 1 Lows. Now, if you do shop around, I have seen some retailers with them still in stock, so definitely shop around. The second honorable mention is Kanye West's most hated slide, and that is the Adilet 22. This is a really solid option. Like, obviously, I know this is a super controversial slide, but if you do shop around, hopefully you can pick these things up for retail, which is only 55 to 60 tops, depending on which retailer you go with, and on the aftermarket, they're going for about the same. Maybe with shipping and everything, you're gonna end up paying about 70. And my last honorable mention is probably one of the most affordable, and I just think great options on this list. It is the Stussy Air Force One Mids. I get it, Air Force One Mids. It's not the most popular sneaker model by any means. Even the off-white versions are like sitting on shelves. These things will only run you back anywhere between 110 and 140. So in fact, it is under retail price. And I feel like if you can get these things under retail, that is a steal. All right, top 3 territory. The 3 best sneakers for back to school 2022. At the number 3rd spot, we've got the Yeezy Foam Runner Onyx. Again, every time I add the foam runners to a top 10 list, some people love it, some people hate it. All of the same great things that I said about the slides apply to these. They're incredibly comfortable. You cannot get much more wearable than an all over black colorway. And if you are looking towards the aftermarket, these are anywhere between 130 and 150. Honestly, I was super close to adding this as just number 1 on my list because I love this sneaker so much, and the fact that you can get it at this price is insane. It is the Yeezy 700 V3 Azael. If you ask most people what the best 700 V3 colorway is, they're gonna say this one. They restocked on Yeezy Day and the price absolutely tanked. This was the original colorway of this model, so obviously it was reselling for like 600 bucks on the aftermarket. Thankfully, now you can pick these up for anywhere between 190 and 210. And the number 1 spot, which again, if this sneaker dropped a year or 2 ago, they would be reselling for a whole bunch of money. It's the Jordan 1 Taxi. This is an insanely good deal on the aftermarket. Like, these things have not even dropped out in the US, and you can get them for a little bit over retail price. Like, that does not happen very often at all. And I know a lot of people like this sneaker, so it's not like the demand is super low. It's just something to do with Jordan 1s right now. There's a lot of good things I can say about the Jordan 1 Taxis, but if you do want a full in-depth review on these things, it is up on the channel. The main takeaways on the Taxis: the color blocking is amazing. The materials are really decent for a pair of 1s. They look great on foot. If you're looking for one of the best colorways of the Jordan 1 to drop this year, these right now are anywhere between 150 and 200 on the aftermarket, which is just insane for this colorway of a Jordan 1. It's absolutely insane. And that wraps up my list in general. Listen guys, you've got your options, you've got your choices. Let me know what you're picking down in the comment section. Let me know if you would have added anything to this list as well, any of your good options. But that pretty much wraps it up guys. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then.